Last week, a very well-known spiritual teacher posted a status on her Facebook page that didn't go over well with her tribe. They voiced their concerns with the message she shared by pointing out her class privilege and lack of compassion. She, or rather her team, deleted those comments. I could go on for days about class privilege, white privilege, ego, and a host of other isms that status update reeked of, but I won't take it all the way there, at least not today. Today, I'm curious. I'm curious to know if we, professional speakers, coaches, teachers, etc., have a responsibility to ourselves and our communities to invest in personal development that includes an awareness of our various privileges and how those privileges give us access while denying others. Because it doesn't matter how much cleansing a person does, through food, material possessions, spiritual work, the world is still full of shit and shitty experiences. We are full of shit. And that shit is real for a lot of people. And it stinks. I don't care how much kale you eat, how long you can sit in meditation, how much of your stuff you give away, how many hours of community service you offer. You're going to find yourself in some shit. And you're going to have to sit with it, because that's where the lessons are. That's where we find out who we are. Not in the clouds, not in your happy place, in the shit. So by deleting those comments, she missed an opportunity to go deep with her tribe, to invite them to stretch and work out and through the stuff they shared with her about why that status bothered them. The shit. Instead, she followed up by posting and sharing memes about releasing negativity. And members of her inner circle chimed in with comments about the right to moderate and delete comments they feel are negative. And you know what? You're right. It's your space. You can control the conversation by deleting anything you don't like. Anything that doesn't fit in with your brand of kumbaya, bright and shiny spirituality. A J. Crew spirituality, as my good friend Shondell calls it. But as a spiritual teacher, one who was taught that the word guru means bringing the darkness into the light, one who was taught that the all holds the space for the one, Satnam Waheguru, one who has accepted the role of a leader, nah, you're full of shit, babe. And you're not above being called out on it. None of us are. And I wonder she lost something that day, if the light her tribe surrounded her with dimmed just a little. So here's my message to my tribe. Be your own guru. Initiate yourself. Question everything. Hold your leaders, mentors, gurus, whoever. Hold them all to task. Challenge us. Challenge yourself. Ask the hard questions. Do the work. Let it get messy. Keep up and keep going. When you walk around like your shit smells like cookies just baked and cooling on the counter, it's only a matter of time before someone will throw it up in your face. You don't have to put it all out there, but quit acting like you're above it. Today and every day, I'm creating the space for you to speak the truth of who you are. Because this is the gift of the technology we have right now, to speak our truths, share it, and be heard. Will you always get a response? Maybe, maybe not. But that's not really the point. Love and light.